uh, faithful brothers and sisters in Dhamma, pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times before we start our Dhamma talk. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, now today also we are going to continuously explain Mahāparinibbāna Sutta. Today's title of our Dhamma is a Nimitto Bhasa Kata. Nimitto Bhasa Kata is called the sign and hint, the nimitta. Okay, now actually the this one under this Nimitto Bhasa Kata, we have to explain many things regarding very important some parts of our Buddha's life. Anyway, shall we start our Dhamma talk? Then the Lord Buddha early in the morning adjusted his lower robe and taking his bowl and outer robe, went into Vesali for alms round. Then, having gone for alms in Vesali after the meal, returning from his alms round, he addressed Venerable Ananda, "Get a sitting cloth, Ananda, we will go to the Chapala shrine for the day's abiding." Now you see, they say actually this is the Chapala. Okay, this is not the they say maybe Pava, then the Chapala. This is a pagoda in the monastery name Chapala. Responding as you say, Venerable Sir, to the place one, Venerable Ananda follow alone behind the Lord Buddha, carrying the sitting cloth. Then the blessed one went to the Chapala shrine and on arrival sat down on the seat, light out. Now Lord Buddha and Bhante Ananda alone went to the Chapala pagoda and they sit and lie down, because usually after Pindapata, Lord Buddha also take the little bit rest, and Lord Buddha want to take rest. That's why I asked Bhante Ananda, please Ananda follow alone with me to go Chapala pagoda to take rest. Seated, the blessed one addressed Venerable Ananda, Vesalis Ramaniyam. It is very beautiful, refreshing. Ananda, refreshing. Two are the Udena shrine. Actually, the Lord Buddha going to explain Ananda. The Vesal is a very beautiful, the very nice place. Same way, Udena pagoda also, Udena shrine also very beautiful and very refreshing. Same way, Ananda, the Gautama pagoda, Gautama shrine also very beautiful. Same way, the Sattabba pagoda also very beautiful. Same way, the Bahuputta pagoda also, the many sons pagoda also, the very beautiful. Same way, Sarandada pagoda, same way, Chapala pagoda. Now Lord Buddha going to explain There are many monasteries around there. Vesali, Udena, Gotamaka, Sattabba, Bahuputtaka, Sarandada, and Chapala. Those are places very beautiful and very refreshing. Anyway, now the Lord Buddha and Bhante Ananda stay in the Chapala shrine, in the Chapala shrine. Anyone, Ananda, in whom the four success of accomplishment, the developed. First, given the means of transport, given a grounding, studied, consolidated, and well undertaken, could, if he wanted, remain for an aeon or the remainder of an kappa. In the Tathagata Ananda, the four base of success are developed. First, given a means of transport, given the grounding, studied, consolidated, and well undertaken, he could, if he wanted, remain for an kappa or the remainder of the kappa. Now, what is the meaning here? Actually, now Lord Buddha was thinking to relinquish the Lord Buddha's lifespan, because before the relinquish, Lord Buddha going to pass some hint, some sign for the Bhante Ananda. Ananda, the one who is developed for Iddipada, who is developed for Iddipada, because of power of the Iddipada, he can determine to spend his lifespan. He can spend the whole lifespan of the human beings. This is a meaning. But Venerable Ananda, even when the Blessed One had given such a blind thing, such a blind hint, was not able to understand his meaning. Now Lord Buddha already passed the hint, passed the message to the Bhante Ananda, but Bhante Ananda could not understand this meaning. He didn't beg of him, Lord Buddha, may the Blessed One remain for one kappa. May the Lord Buddha will go on remain for the one kappa, for the benefit of the many, for the happiness of the many, out of sympathy for the world, for the welfare, benefit, and happiness of the human beings and devas. It was as if his mind was possessed by Mara. Now you see, because the Bhante Ananda could not understand the meaning, because of that he did not beg from the Buddha. But Lord Buddha not request to stay lone life, spend a lone life. May the Blessed One remain for because if Bhante Ananda was requested to the Buddha to stay, spend the whole lifespan, means Lord Buddha can remain, stay one kappa. He can stay during the whole one kappa. For the actually, if Lord Buddha was live in the world, means for the benefit of the many peoples, for the happiness of the many people, out of sympathy for the world, may the welfare, benefit, and happiness of human beings, devas. This is a meaning. But the second time also, third time also, our Lord Buddha addressed Venerable Ananda. Vesal is a very beautiful, refreshing. Same way Ananda, Udena, Shrine, Gautama Shrine, and Sattamba Shrine, and many Bahuputtaka Shrine, Sarandada, Chapala, the pagoda. But anyway, Ananda could not understand our Lord Buddha's meaning. Then Bhante Ananda noted invite to Buddha. What is the meaning? They say it was as if his mind was possessed by Mara. Now you see, the Mara is controlling the Bhante Ananda's mind. This is a meaning. Now we have to understand clearly about the situation. Usually in the commentary also explaining little bit about that. Explaining explaining about the kappa, because now you see every Buddha's but here mentioned Lord Buddha can determine to spend one kappa. One kappa means ayu kappa, not the there are 4 types of kappa, no? The antara kappa, asankeya kappa, maha kappa. There are 3, and the ayu kappa. Now ayu kappa is a lifespan of the human beings. Lifespan of the human beings is called ayu kappa, because our Lord Buddha's Patisandhi moment can give whole lifespan. This is the power of the Patisandhi mind. But anyway, during that period, Lord Buddha also cannot live the whole lifespan of the human beings, because of they have some reason, because of the weather, because of the food, because of the now humans lifespan also going down. Because of this reason, Lord Buddha cannot live whole the lifespan of the human beings. That's why this is the meaning of the kappa. But they say Bhante Ananda also could not understand Lord Buddha's meaning. Means the Mara, the controlling the Bhante Ananda's mind. That's why the Bhante Ananda does not pay attention to the Lord Buddha's word. Bhante Ananda not listening carefully and not understand well. What is the reason? Is Mara is controlling Bhante Ananda's mind. This way we have to understand this background. But anyway, before the relinquish, before they giving this Dhamma talk, they have one important details, important things that we can find in the commentary, because the commentary also explaining before the Lord Buddha going to the Chapala Pagoda, then Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi city. But actually this one not including in the Mahāparinibbāna Sutta, because Lord Buddha spent Vasa in the Beluva village. After that, Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi city for the short time. During that period, they had one of the happening there. The commentary also explaining little bit when he entered the Vasa in the Beluva village, spent the Vasa, thinking, I will go to the Savatthi. The Lord Buddha is thinking. He went back the way he had gone, and in due to course arrived arrived at Savatthi and entered the Jetavana monastery. Now Lord Buddha, after Vasa, after spent Vasa in the Beluva, Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi city. The general of the Bhante Sariputta saw the blessed one his service and went to where he was to pass the day. Means because the Bhante Sariputta also this is a time to the Parinibbāna, because Bhante Sariputta is going to Parinibbāna. Because of that, Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi Jetavana monastery. Then Bhante Sariputta, after seeing the Lord Buddha, then he do some service. When his disciple had shown their service and come back, he swept the day rest place, light out a strip of leather. Means the Bhante Sariputta went to see the Lord Buddha and do the service. Then he after that he entered the attainment of the fusion, Phala Samapatti. Then when he had image from that state at the predetermined time, this thought appear, means because he want to check who entered the Parinibbāna first, the Lord Buddha or their chief disciple. Because Bhante Sariputta, after attainment of the fusion, he going to check who enter Parinibbāna first, the Lord Buddha or their chief disciple. Then releasing that the chief disciple do so first. And you see, the two chief disciple going to Parinibbāna before the Lord Buddha. Then he look up his lifespan, releasing that his lifespan would continue for just 7 days. Now Bhante Sariputta see, after 7 days I am going to Parinibbāna, I am going to pass away. He thought, where would enter Parinibbāna? Which place good for me to Parinibbāna? What is the place for me to Parinibbāna? Then he's remind Bhante Rahula, the entered Parinibbāna in the Tavatinsa world, Deva world. And Bhante Anya Kondanya is a great Arahat. He also, that Bhante get the Parinibbāna in the Chaddanta pond, nearby Chaddanta pond. Where shall I enter Parinibbāna? He thought about his mother, because my mother, although she became the mother for the 7 Arahat, because now you have heard, because Bhante Sariputta had another 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Chala, Upachala, Sisu, Upachala, 3 sisters. Same way, if I'm not wrong, maybe the Vangis, Upasena and Revata, there are 3 brothers. All are 7, the children became Arahat. But mother is still doesn't have the faith for the Buddha, for the Dhamma, for the Sangha. Does she has the capacity for the Arahatship? But anyway, Bhante Sariputta going to check. He has the power. She has the punya to become enter the Arahatship, or maybe enter the any of the noble level. After that, Bhante Sariputta went to his hometown and stay at home and give the Dhamma talk continuously. After the mother became the Sotapati, Bhante Sariputta already passed away in that house. But this thing also happening after last Vasa of the Lord Buddha, because Lord Buddha spent Vasa in the Belu village. After Vasa, Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi city for the short time, and at that moment Bhante Sariputta passed away. But they had a long history, but later also you can read by yourself, but they have the explaining in the in about the chief great disciple, the book of the chief great disciples. But anyway, this happening also appear before the Chapala, before the come to the Chapala Cheti. Then after that, because now you have to understand, our Lord Buddha passed away in the Vesak full moon day. Before 3 months, passed away, Lord Buddha relinquished his lifespan. Means the Vesak is the May, the April, and the March, February. The full moon day of the February, the Lord Buddha relinquished his lifespan. Means they already determined, I'm going to Parinibbāna after 3 months. This happening on the February, full moon day of the February. But the Belua village Vasa finished the full moon day of the November. That's during that period, between November to the February, our Lord Buddha went to the Savatthi city, Jetavana monastery, to spend there. But about this period, not including in the Mahāparinibbāna Sutta, but that period already including in the commentary. They are continuously explaining the commentary. But anyway, we have to understand our Lord Buddha 3 times encouraged the Bhante, giving the admonish for the Bhante Ananda regarding about the 4 Iddhipada, who developed the 4 Iddhipada. Because of the power of the Iddhipada, he can determine to increase his lifespan. This is the meaning. But anyway, the Bhante Ananda could not understand because of the Mara, the Bhante Ananda's mind was processed by Mara. Because of this is a reason. Then the blessed one addressed Venerable Ananda, go Ananda, do what you think. It is now time to do. After the Bhante, Lord Buddha told the Bhante Ananda, this is time to do what you need. Because now Lord Buddha already admonished and giving a hint, passed the hint for him, but he could not understand. He not request anything. Responding, as you say, Venerable Sir, to the blessed one, Venerable Ananda got up from his seat and bowing down to the Lord Buddha and pay respect, and they go around, circumambulated, letting him went to sit under the tree not far from the blessed one. Now you see the Bhante Ananda also went to the little far, stay little far from the Buddha, and he also going to take rest. At that time, one thing happened, because the Mara also Mara also always looking the Lord Buddha, because he also always following the Lord Buddha, behind of the Lord Buddha. He always ask the Buddha, this is a time to Parinibbāna. This is time to Parinibbāna. This way always the Mara giving and requesting the Buddha. This is time to Parinibbāna, etc. That's the same way. Then not long after Venerable Ananda had left, the Mara, the evil one, went to the blessed one and on arrival stood to one side. As he was standing there, he said to the blessed one, may the blessed one totally unbind now. Now see, blessed one going to do the Parinibbāna. Lord, may the one well gone totally unbind now. When the Sir, now is the time for the blessed one's total unbinding. Venerable Sir, after all these words were said by the blessed one. Now the Lord Buddha, because the Mara or asked to the Lord Buddha, this is time to Parinibbāna. Please do it. Means now the Lord Buddha says time to Parinibbāna. But Lord Buddha, after that, the giving some the advice for the Mara, evil one, I will not totally unbind as long as my monk disciples are not yet experienced, trained, attained to confidence, discerning, rest from the yoke, learn and maintain the Dhamma, practicing the Dhamma in line with the Dhamma, practicing masterfully, living in line with the Dhamma, declaring the Dhamma after having learned it from their own teachers, teaching it, describes it, setting it forth, uh, revealing it, explaining it, making it plain, well, refuting in line with the Dhamma, any opposing teaching that have arisen, teaching the Dhamma with its marvelous. Now, this is Lord Buddha giving some the advice. This is the this is not the time because my disciple not yet ready to not yet completed. There's a after the completed with the Dhamma, then this is, after I can go into the Parinibbāna. This is the meaning. Then but Lord Buddha explained with the Bhante Ananda. But through the Mara. But anyway, I want to explain before come to the Mara's background. The Lord Buddha mentioned about the four Iddhipada. This one also very important to us to know, because who developed the four Iddhipada? Because of power of the Iddhipada, they can do whatever they need. The example in the I'm going to see the you see, they say the you see, the base of spiritual power or accomplishment is the path. There are many sutta explaining what are the four type of accomplishment or base of the spiritual power or accomplishment. Chanda samadhi padhana sankara samannāgatang iddhipadam bhaveti. It's a Pali. English they say, here bhikkhus, a bhikkhu develop the basis for spiritual power, means the base of accomplishment, and that process concentration due to desire and volition formations of striving. Now you see, there are chanda, desire. Because of the desire, he can accumulate wholesome. Then during the wholesome consciousness arising concentration, this concentration is called desire. The concentration due to the desire, because of the desire. That's why they say desire and concentration. Same way, the and volition formations is the padhana sankhara. And the padhana sankhara. Same way, the padhana sankhara of the striving, means the padhana, the virya, because there are four types of padhana sankhara. Also, the next we can understand, we can see it later also. Next one we call the virya, energy. Energy. The accomplishment of energy, the iddhipada, and the mind, chitta, and investigation, the panya, the vimansa. This is Chanda, Viriya, Chitta, Vimansa. Those are these four bases of spiritual power, or maybe we can say the accomplishment. For accomplishment, when developed and cultivated, lead to going beyond from the near shore to the far shore. Now you see, because of the power of the Iddhipada, we can accumulate, cultivate mundane wholesome and super mundane wholesome. Now, how we understand how we understand means the who has the desire. Because of the desire, he can accumulate wholesome. Who has energy? Because of energy, he can accumulate wholesome. Who has mind? Because of mind, he can accumulate wholesome. Who has investigation? Because of investigation, he can accumulate wholesome. Every bodhisattvas also in the past life, whatever they are doing the right way, whatever they are accumulating wholesome, the every moment they are always going to establish the four types of Iddhipada. Without establishing one of the four with the wholesome, those are wholesome, not going to be the power. Because if you want to be if you want to get the powerful wholesome, if someone want to accumulate powerful wholesome, because of power of the Iddhipada, power of the Iddhipada, one of the Iddhipada, we can accumulate the very powerful wholesome, and we can see the very powerful result in future. So this is the meaning. There are three components that form the basis of spiritual basis of accomplishment Iddhipada. There are there are four Iddhipada: desire, energy, mind, and investigation. Wisdom. Always the concentration, samadhi, volition, formation of striving, padhana sankhara, and a particular dominant factor among the four below generating the concentration. Now they say they are desire or energy or mind or investigation. Now, how we understand clearly about the chanda. Now, the chanda is called desire. Means I want to do the wholesome. I want to accumulate the wholesome. This is a desire. Okay, this is a because without the desire, he cannot accumulate wholesome. When he is going to accumulate wholesome means, now you have to understand about the volition, the formation of striving. Generators desire for the non-arising of unarisen evil, unwholesome state. He makes an effort, arouses energy, applies his mind and strives. Same way generates desire for the abandoning of arisen evil, unwholesome state. Generators desire for the arising of unarisen wholesome state. Generators desire for the maintenance of arisen unwholesome, so wholesome states for their increase expenses, the fulfillment and development. Okay, now there are four types of padhana. Same way, the generators, now this is the desire generates the energy for the non-arisen. Same way, the generators the chitta for the non-arisen. Same way, generators wisdom or investigating for the non-arisen. This is we have to combine together. Okay, because of the who has strong the wish, I want to do this one, I want to practice Dhamma, I want to do the Dana, I want to practice Sila, I want to practice meditation, who has strong desire, because of that, we can accumulate very wonderful, wholesome. During that period, the desires, the lead of the lead of all the wholesome. Same way, because of energy, because of chitta, mind, because of investigation. But anyway, the last, but they have the word by word meaning also, including in the notes. You can read later. But the last page, they have one table. This one also very. We can understand what is the difference between Iddhipada and Iddhi, because Iddhipada and Iddhi. The Iddhipada is usual basis for success. Iddhi we call success. Now you see, the now we call the period stage, Pubba Bhaga, and attainment, Pati Labha, attainment. Now see, the always the practicing, we call Iddhipada. After we success our practice, we can call Iddhi. Because now 4 types of Iddhipada always arising with the wholesome mind. This is example, the preliminary work for first jhana. Because someone practicing first jhana, we can say during the assess concentration moment, we call the basis for the success, Iddhipada. Now, the Chanda O, Chitta O, Virya O, Vimansa, 4 types of Iddhipada can arise during the Upachara moment, before the jhana, before the absorb concentration. After success full our first jhana level, this one we call Iddhi. But the way for the first jhana is called Iddhipada. Now you see, everyone the developing Iddhipada, everyone developing wholesome, developing the wholesome aggregates. Because the Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, the 4 aggregates, no? They are whatever 4 aggregates arising with the wholesome mind, we have to develop again and again continuously until our aim. Because someone has the aim to practice first jhana, someone has aim to second jhana, same with third jhana, fourth jhana, etc. That's why the chart also explaining about the attainment. First jhana is a Iddhi. The way for the first jhana, Iddhipada. The second jhana is called Iddhi. The way for the second jhana is a Iddhipada. Same way, third jhana, fourth jhana, and all our 8 attainment is called Iddhi. So what is the way for the 8 attainments? We can call it is Iddhipada. Same way, the Sotapatti, the path knowledge, the stream enter path moment, path knowledge, we can call this is a Iddhi. But the way for the Sotapatti Magga is called Vipassana. Vipassana meditation is called Iddhipada. Same way, the level of the Sakadagami Magga is called Iddhi. What is the way for the Sakadagami is called Iddhipada. But the Anagami level of the Anagami level is called the Iddhi. What is the way of the Anagami level is called Iddhipada. Same way, Arahatta level, Arahatta path knowledge is called Iddhi. The way for the Arahatta Magga is called Iddhipada. Same way, we have to understand continuously about the mundane wholesome and super mundane wholesome. Now, one more thing about the chanda. Chanda is a mental factor. Chanda is a desire of the one of the mental factor. Virya also energy, one of the mental factor. Chitta also the mainly chitta is in consciousness, and the Vimansa is called one of the mental factors, panya, because those are four mental factors arising with the every mind moment. Example, chitta always arising with the after uh, after associating the other mental factors. But chitta always supporting each other, chitta. And but the panya, wisdom, investigating always arising with the wisdomful mind, with the knowledgeable the consciousness. Same way about the virya, energy also arising with the good consciousness. Means the except the 10 consciousness and receiving mind and Fido adverting consciousness, except those are things. And same way, if I'm not wrong, but the investigating mind also excluded 10 type of consciousness, and one is the Fido adverting consciousness. Another one is called receiving consciousness, and another investigating consciousness. Except those are things, and virya always arises with others, with other consciousness. About the virya, this way about chanda. Chanda not arising with the rootless consciousness. Chanda and the chanda not arising with the two type of delusion mind. Chanda always arising with the lobha, with lust mind and with hatred mind. Same way with the other beautiful consciousness. With other beautiful consciousness. So I want to introduce about the four iddhipada, the four mentalities, virya, sorry, chanda, virya, chitta, and panya. Those are four dhamma. Cannot every time cannot be iddhipada. Which posture, which moment can be iddhipada, which moment will going to be the iddhipada. That's why they say that there are two types of iddhipada: the mundane iddhipada and super mundane iddhipada. About the mundane iddhipada, the whatever wholesome we are accumulating with desire or with energy or with mind or with panya, during that period, four iddhipada arising continuously, one of the four arising, because the one of the four always going to be the iddhipada. Two of them cannot be iddhipada. Three of them cannot be iddhipada. Only one of them become iddhipada. This way, the only wholesome, the iddhipada can produce only wholesome mind. Iddhipada can associate, can arise in together with the wholesome mind. Iddhipada cannot arise with the unwholesome mind. Iddhipada cannot arise with function mind. Iddhipada cannot arise with the resultant mind. Iddhipada always arises with the wholesome mind. That's why there are two types of wholesome, mundane and super mundane. During the mundane, the moment, mundane wholesome moment, arising only 17 consciousness, 8 type of sensual plain wholesome consciousness, 5 type of immaterial, fine material consciousness, and 4 type of immaterial consciousness, the rupa and arupa. Kamavachara 8 kusala chitta, rupavachara 5 kusala chitta, and arupavachara 4 kusala chitta. Those are 17 consciousness we are considering but mundane wholesome. It's called mundane wholesome. Mundane wholesome. And what is the super mundane wholesome is called only path knowledge of the noble level. The knowledge of the Sotapatti Magga, knowledge of the Sakadagami Magga, knowledge of the Anagami Magga, knowledge of the Arahata Magga. And now you see, whatever we accumulate the wholesome with the mundane, same way, whatever wholesome we are going to take the super mundane, those are Iddipada arise with wholesome mind. This is very important. That's why whatever wholesome we are doing, always Iddipada arising with the wholesome mind. Without arising Iddipada with the wholesome mind, those are wholesome cannot be the power, not going to be the power. Because now you see the whatever we need, everything we can do. Whatever we want, everything we can do because of the power of the Iddipada. That's why Lord Buddha also one day mentioned, who has desire, then he can do what he needs. Who has the strong energy, he can do what he needs. Who has the chitta, mind, he can do what he needs. Who has the panya, he can do what he needs. Now you see, in the we always try to do the good thing in the right way. Don't do the bad thing. During the that period, the bad period, those are Iddipada not arising, not supporting for to do the evil thing. That's why always the four Iddipada supporting for us to develop our deep concentration and develop our good mind until say the Nibbana, until get the Nibbana. That's why the Lord Buddha also already practiced for Iddipada, not only one life, not only 2 life, not only 100 life, not only between 1,000 life. Then he may be our Lord Buddha already accumulate wholesome with for Iddipada the uncountable, unmeasurable life, unmeasurable way. That's why the Lord Buddha mentioned to Bhante Ananda. Ananda, the Lord Buddha is who is the fulfill the parami and fulfill the dhamma with the Iddipada. Because of the power of this wholesome, we giving the good result in present and in future. So this way we have to understand about the 4 Iddipada. Example, briefly I can example give. Someone want to offer the Sanghadana. During the that period, he is the collecting items to offer. He's going to prepare the offering items. Sometime he want to offer the some cooked rice or maybe the cooked curry. Then he going to collect the very good the vegetable and rice to cook. Then before the finish his wholesome act, he always continuously collecting, accumulating wholesome. During the before the offering dana, before the finish the dana, he already know everything clearly. During that period also appear Iddipada. Because of Iddipada, he successful, he offer the dana. His offering of dana already success. At that moment, already he got the Iddhi. Now you see the Buddhist people who is believing karma and result of the karma, those are the peoples always every times accumulating wholesome and accumulating for Iddhipada, practicing for Iddhipada. In the one of the place in the book, the in the Vibhanga Pali, in the for Iddhipada chapter, for Iddhipada chapter in the Patisambhida, in the Vibhanga Pali, that book also mentioned Iddhipadam Bhaveti. We are developing four accomplishment method. How we practicing, how we developing this way. Then you try to combine together, because how we practicing Iddhipada means there's a four aggregates of the wholesome mind. Because again and again, continuously we have to do the kusala. Sometimes some people say, "Oh, just enough kusala for me in this life. Now I no need to offer the practice. I no need to offer dana. Just enough for me. Maybe enough for me to practice sila. Just enough." Who's going to the limit the punya level, the wholesome level? Then who is going to decide just enough for me to do the kusala? Just enough. If someone going to think like this, if was thinking about this way, he doesn't have the powerful Iddhipada. Who has Iddhipada, always they are doing wholesome continuously without break. Who know the clearly meaning of the four Iddhipada, those are people always accumulating and practicing Dhamma in diligently. That's why the try to practice Dhamma continuously. Then in the every mind moment arising four aggregates of the wholesome. And if you are practicing continuously for aggregates, these four aggregates will be the power of the power in future. After our Lord Buddha already practiced the four Iddhipada, 4 Asankaya and 100,000 kappa. During that period, he already offered whatever need for the being, whatever, everything he offered. We cannot find which one he not offer. Everything he offered, and everything he practicing Dhamma successfully, practice Vipassana until up to Anuloma level, up to the near Sotapatti level, and he practiced the Samatha level until Abhijñā. So then because of the power of the Iddhipada, Lord Buddha can determine to stay the whole lifespan of the human beings. But anyway, Lord Buddha not because no one request, because Bhante Ananda not request from the Buddha and not ask anything. Because of that, Lord Buddha stopped the answer. Stop the answer. After that, that's why after the Mara came to see the Buddha to request, this is a time to the Parinibbāna. There are two types of Parinibbāna in the notes explaining the briefly. Sopadi says Nibbāna Dhatu, the Nibbāna element with reminder, because Lord Buddha already cut off the defilements, but still they have remained 5 aggregates. We mentioned before the 4-path knowledge. Take the unformed element as object. Doing so, they destroy the elements stage by stage. And with the 4th path knowledge, then the explaining continuously with the defilements Parinibbāna. It is called defilements Parinibbāna. There is the destruction of lust, the destruction of hatred, the destruction of delusion, and means the 5 causes of the future rebirth have been destructed. ignorance, volition, formation, craving, clinging, and existence of commit, etc. You see, the Sopadisesa Paranibbāna means the defilement Paranibbāna. But the next one we call Anupadisesa Paranibbāna is called aggregates these. That means the cut off the whole the aggregates. That's why after enlightenment, Lord Buddha cut off all the defilements. He already entered the Sopadisesa Nibbāna. But the Mara always following Lord Buddha, always requesting, this is time to Paranibbāna. Please, Lord Buddha, going to Paranibbāna means he always requesting to get the aggregate seeds. Means the after cut off the aggregates, not cannot rebirth again. This is the meaning. Remind one type of materiality aggregates, temperature, bone, etc. Explaining about the Anupadisesa Nibbāna, the detailing. But in after the listening the Mara's words, Lord Buddha giving some the experience, because Lord Buddha also want to give some advice for the Mara. But now Lord Buddha, the blessed one's monk, disciple are experienced, trained, attain to confidence. Because continuously Lord Buddha the giving admonish, after successful our Lord Buddha's disciple, I'm going to Paranibbāna. Until successful my all the disciple, because the bhikkhu, semi bhikkhuni, and the lay male lay devotees and female lay devotees. After successful their practice, then I'm going to Paranibbāna. This is the Lord Buddha's answer. So now we have to understand our Lord Buddha, how he admonished to the Bhante, admonished to the Mara. But anyway, the Lord Buddha know the time. This is the Lord Buddha know the time to Paranibbāna. After that, Lord Buddha told to the last say to the Mara, the most evil one, relax, evil one. It will not be long until the Tathagata's total unbinding. In 3 months' time after now, the Tathagata will totally unbind. The Lord Buddha mentioned, after 3 months, I'm going to Paranibbāna. Okay. Then thus at the Chapala shrine, the mindful and alert, the Lord Buddha, one relinquished the fabrication of life, and as the blessed one relinquished the fabrication of life, there was a great earthquake, awesome, and hair rising, and rolls of the Devas' drums spilled. Then on releasing the significance of that, the blessed one on that occasion exclaimed, Lord Buddha gave the one Gatha, Tula Matulancha Sambhavang Bhava Sankara Mavasaji Muni Ajjatta Rato Samahito Abhindi Kavacha Mivatta Sambhavanti, means comparting the incomparable with coming into being, the sage relinquished the fabrication of becoming inwardly joyful and centered. He spilled his own coming into being, because Lord Buddha already the relinquish his the lifespan, because the usually the Lord Buddha decide to the Parinibbāna, going to Parinibbāna after 3 months. Means between these 3 months, he already stopped his all attainment. Before the 3 months, whatever sickness arising in his physical body, always enter the attainment, the attainment of the fruition. Sometimes enter the Nirodha Samapatti, success of the attainment of the cessation, the Nirodha Samapatti. And sometimes Lord Buddha also enter the first jhana attainment, second jhana, etc. But anyway, after relinquish his lifespan, he not going to enter the any of attainment during the last 3 months. This is a relinquishment of the lifespan. This is a explanation of the about the relinquishment of the lifespan according to the Mahāparinibbāna Sutta. But after listening those Dhamma, also we also can understand our Lord Buddha also now already in the old age. The Lord Buddha also cannot, his physical body was very weak. That's why when he enter the attainment, samapatti, he can release the body pain. But the last 3 months, he never do any of attainment like this. After that, we can understand about the period, how he spend the last period of our Lord Buddha's life. This way, we can understand. Today also, we already explained about that, but we can continue tomorrow about the 8 causes of earthquake, because the earthquake also arising, the reason. The Lord Buddha also giving the 8 reason. Same way, they're giving some extra, the 8 type of the meditation object attainment, the etc. explaining, but we can continue tomorrow about that. Okay, today also we accumulate wholesome after listening Dhamma and sharing Dhamma. Those are wholesome, powerful, wholesome, giving good result for us in present and in future. May all of you be healthy, and may all of you be well and happy all the time. May all of you be free from all suffering and attain Nibbāna soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Bhante. Can we ask question now, Bhante?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I have a question from Brother Jotika. He sent to me, Bhante, on the screen. His question is, Bhante, Ananda mind was clouded by the Mara while with Buddha. How is this possible with Buddha's superior power that Mara could do so? Also,
actually, actually the Ananda was because the Mara can control in the Bhante Ananda's mind, but because the Lord Buddha has a superior power, but Lord Buddha know about that, but Lord Buddha cannot do anything. Why? Lord Buddha not going to do anything, because Lord Buddha giving advice, giving the admonish at the time, Bhante Ananda could not understand. Actually, one more thing, usually the whole lifespan of the human beings at the time, there are 100, no? 4 parts of the whole lifespan. this is a Lord Buddha going to explain 4 parts of the whole lifespan. Means there are 100 years we can we divide in the 5 with 5 and 80 years old, because usually every Buddha is going to Parinibbāna after spend the 4 type of the 4 part of the whole lifespan of the human beings. This is the main point. But anyway, Lord Buddha gave the asked the admonish or hint for the Bhante Ananda to understand, but Bhante Ananda could not understand. This is Mara control. But actually the Lord Buddha has power. But the Lord Buddha did not do anything there. But Lord Buddha know everything. But we have to understand like this. But later the brother JJ, please give about the 4 Iddhipada details for the all audience.
Yes, Brother JJ also asked a question on the screen.
Yes, same.
Are
So
the 4 Iddhipada the same as the 4 Attipati Pachaya?
Yes. But especially the same, but the Iddhipada we are calling only for the wholesome. This is a different.
Bhante, I asked a question. The 4 Iddhipada meanings whenever we have these 4, one of the 4 Iddipadas, that particular mental factor is stronger. Is that correct? Oh.
Yes. But for the wholesome period,
wholesome
period.
only for the wholesome period. So how about
Chitta?
Bhante, how about Chitta?
Chitta is only for wholesome, according to the Iddhipada.
So the Chitta is stronger than the other mental factor. Okay.
Yes, because Chitta become the leader, like leader. Stronger leader. Yeah. Because there's a wholesome Chitta. Because Iddhipada always are calling only for the wholesome period, not the functional, not the resultant mind.
Okay,
because we have to practice the Iddhipada, no? After practicing Iddhipada, we are accumulating wholesome, accumulating good act.
But does it mean that to cultivate this is that we have to mindfully to know that our, maybe for example, our desire for wholesome must be stronger, so that is the Chanda Iddhipada. So sometimes we use our wisdom. We must mindfully to know that we use wisdom, and then that will be a stronger factors. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is under the 37 enlightenment factors, right, Bhante? The 4 Iddhipada. Yeah. Okay.
That Buddha only
live 80% of human lives. Is that true that Buddha only live 80% of human lifespan that time or not?
Yeah, already. That times means because after 3 months he's already completed 80 years.
So 80% of 100 years old. So it's 80 years old. Yes. Brother JJ, it is easier to understand how to have predominant desire, predominant energy, predominant in wisdom. How to understand predominance in Chaita, please, Bhante?
Okay, Brother JJ, you can find somewhere. Usually, every bodhisattvas, how they fulfill the param in the past life, always they are used the 4 material, 4 things. We call sakkachakari, satachakari, asantuttitacha kusalesu dhammesu, appativanitacha padhanasmi. Because of 4 things, they are fulfilled the parami continuously. Because of 4 things, those are 4 things similar to the 4 Iddhipada. Sakkachakari means continuously I want to do, this is a chitta. because he has chitta to do. Because example, someone want to complete it, the only dana parami. Someone want to complete only dana items, only one time. But someone says, no, enough one time. I want to continuously do. This is sakkachakari. But the satachakari means the everything he's doing with the wisdomful. Example, someone, the bodhisattva, he want to offer the dana, but he everything uh, clearly well organized, very well organized. Because this is the panya. Same way about the chanda and virya. But you see, sakkachakari. Sakkachakari means the continuously giving, the offering. But the example, I want to do this one. Who has chitta? Uh, I want to meditate. I want to practice offer that. I want to keep sila. Who has chitta, then he can do. He who doesn't have the chitta, he cannot do. Cannot uh, uh, cannot understand. Cannot do the wholesome. That's why the chitta also the one of the iddhipada, one of the predominance in the chitta. Okay, but the uh, chanda and the virya, vimansa can understand their different mental factors, but chitta also the one of the mainly the one of the dhamma, but important this chitta only for the kusala chitta, only kusala chitta according to the iddhipada.
Bante, I saw a question from the Facebook. Bante can look at the screen about the Mara request at this page. Then not long after Venerable Ananda has left, so on and so forth, then the Mara say to the Blessed One, may the Blessed One totally unbind now, Lord, may the one well gone totally unbind now, Lord. Now is the time for Blessed One's total unbinding, Lord. Okay, about this conversation, this question is, since this conversation is only between the Blessed One and Mara, how can this conversation get into the sutta?
Oh, because the later Lord Buddha already explained the Bhante Ananda. Because usually the Bhante, if sometimes Lord Buddha also giving admonish for the Deva or Brahma at night, no? There no any human being with the Lord Buddha, but always after everything, what happened, everything Lord Buddha explained for the Bhante Ananda. This is a duty of the Bhante Ananda, because Lord Buddha has one duty, everything must tell him for the Bhante Ananda. If some Lord Buddha gives some advice in front of the Ananda, it's okay. If sometimes giving advice for the others without Bhante Ananda, then Lord Buddha have to repeat again repeatedly have to advise for the one explain for the Bhante Ananda. That's why that thing come to the sutta. Because Bhante Ananda no, because Lord Buddha already explained the Bhante Ananda. Mara already came here. Mara also discussed with me everything. Okay.
Thank you very much, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Idam me punyang asavakkaya mahang hotu. Idam me punyang nibbānassa paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbi me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu nibbāna paccayo.